can we start with a brief introduction to the company, when, why formed, the key people involved? Yeah, just give us a little bit of background.
Yes, first of all, thank you so much for your interest in learning more about the concept. It's weird to be here and have the chance to talk about what we do. The concept was founded in 2022 from the desire to do things differently. And I know that it's something that a lot of companies say, but in our case, it's true because we have all been working in the data center industry for years and we keep saying the same issue again and again. Design, construction, operation, maintenance were completely disconnected between them. So everything was managed apart, and that often led to delays and extra costs for clients and a lack of coordination between teams. And the three of us, my two partners and I, worked together at the same company when we realized that the most successful projects were always the ones where design, construction, and operation collaborate from the very beginning. So one of my partners was the head of the execution department. The other worked as a project manager in the Middle East, and I was also project managers. And I had kind of been between role, moving between design and construction on projects, mainly in the Netherlands and Belgium. So we decided to create DConcept as a company designed to connect all the worlds instead of keeping them apart. We are not a typical engineering firm or installation company. We are a team of engineers, architects, and installers specialized in data centers. What drives is example to be a strategic partner for our clients during the whole life cycle of the data centers, from the concept to operation, always keeping in collaboration and people of the center.
Okay, and I think data center design and construction is perhaps your main focus, although as you say, I think you go further than that. But and this you say designing the future by connecting the present, I think is your sort of strapline. What's the sort of innovative thinking that you are bringing to this market? As you say, people are very traditional. So what is it that you're doing differently?
Yes, I think that it's because what I said before, one of the biggest mistakes I have seen in this industry is treating each stage of a project or something separate. Design, construction, operation, working in isolation. I learned that during one of my first international projects in Amsterdam, I started design team and then moved to the site for more than a year and a half. And I realized that something simple, when teams don't talk, the client pays the price, but when they collaborate from day one, everything works better. And that's why we create DConcept, because we are specialized only in data centers, bringing together architecture, engineering, and operation. And our philosophy is from concept to operation. It means making sure that what we design can actually be built and what we build can be efficiently it's operated. We also focus in technical innovation. But innovation for us is not only about technology, it's about connection, connecting people, processes, and systems to make data centers smarter, more efficient, and more human.
Okay, yeah. So as I think you said there, I don't know if you want to expand slightly, but you offer a sort of full data center life cycle service from, I guess, from the sort of audit and consulting end, engineering, architecture, through the construction management, and then commissioning, operations, maintenance. So just yeah, give us a flavor of how you sort of bring all those together, if you can.
Yes, because for us, that's what from concept to operation really means for us. We cover the full life cycle of a data center from the first idea to daily operation. Finally, we support clients with audits, consulting, detailed design, construction, management, commissioning, and maintenance. We try that every phase is connected. We don't see design, construction, and operation as separate boxes to tick. For us, they are all part of one continuous story. Our teams of architects, engineers, specialized work side by side, sharing information all along the way, and that helps avoid gaps, reduce risk, and make decisions faster. For our client, it's simple: one team, one contact, and one vision. And we don't just design and disappear. We stay close to make sure that data center performs exactly as it was conceived. And we always say our work doesn't end when the data center go live. That's actually when it gets interesting, I think.
And I know you make a point of the fact that all your work is centered around the people who work in the data center. How is that reflected in practical terms? Of, what is it that you do there?
Yes, but I think that it's something personal for me because I'm an architect. In the data center world, many people normally are engineers, and that's one of my favorite topics. And maybe that's because that's architects are trained to design for people, to think about how spaces are used and how they feel and how they work. And in data centers, I think that This is often forgotten. And we tend to think only about the equipment, but people spend hours there every day maintaining, checking, fixing. They are important too. So when we design a data center, we try to make life easier for them. And we think about clear routes, visibility, lighting, comfort, noise levels, safety, finally. Um, a badly placed door or a narrow corridor can cause more problem than a technical fault. I have seen that happen. Finally, in the concept, our goal is to make the building work with people, not against them. When the design helps operator to do their job comfortably and safely, human errors decrease and maintenance is faster and reliability increases, and a good design doesn't just look right, it's work right. And I think that architects' role is super important for that.
Okay, and I know the sort of thing you pride yourselves on is this sustainability being a major focus, and it's clearly an important topic. But obviously, at the current time, we can't be unaware of the sort of some of the politically inspired, shall we say, climate change pushback in recent months. So, just your thoughts as to how important sustainability is, and are you at all worried that things are going to change, or you think the industry is committed to sustainability?
Yes, for us, sustainability is not just about using efficient equipment, or it's about how you manage and operate data center every single day. We have developed an AI-based system that control cooling dynamically like a real-time CFD. I'm going to explain just a little. It reads temperature from sensor at the racking lets and automatically adjusts airflow and temperature across all cooling units as one system. For example, in this point, the goal is not just to hit the target temperature, is to reach it using the least possible energy. And this approach helps prevent overcooling, reduce energy waste, and improve thermal stability across the room. For example, this is something that we have developed with another company, and we are super proud of that because it's it's something that we have been thinking about that meanwhile we were working in data center projects. And we also proud to hold the ISO 43001 certification, which recognizes our commitment to environment management, specifically in data center projects. In the end, sustainability for us means making better decisions with the same resources, being smarter, not just greener.
Okay, perhaps I don't know if you're able to share. I know data center companies are notoriously reluctant, maybe to allow their names to be used. But are you able to share one or two examples of work you've carried out to help data center owners, operators, whether it's building out from a nice greenfield site or upgrading legacy facilities? Just any sort of projects you can reference.
Mm-hmm. We have worked on very different kind of projects and found something we really enjoy. For example, we have been partnered of some of the main equipment manufacturers in the data center industry, and we support them with engineering and later helping to install and commission their system on sites. We have also worked as project managers in some of the most important hyperscale data center in Spain, especially in the Madrid region. And at the same time, we have support clients who want to upgrade or refurbish existing facilities, helping them to modernize older data centers without interrupting operation. It's something really difficult, and we are proud to be there for them. And another part of our work focuses on investors and developers who are planning new facilities. In this early stage, we help with this phase, which means analyzing the site and defining how the technical layout, capacity, and infrastructure could be optimized before design even starts. In another projects, we have been in charge of construction management or reviewing the structural coordination on site, making sure everything built matches the concept. That's what we love the most, turning ideas into real results and making a measurable difference for our clients.
Okay, and in terms of, it sounds like you're pretty busy, but in terms of the company's roadmap, I don't know if there's anything you can share. I think you currently operate in Spain, or is it across the whole Iberian Peninsula? But do you have any plans to sort of go further afield over time? Just anything you can share as to how you see the company developing.
Mhm. Also, DConcept was founded around 3.5 years ago in Madrid. We are already working in Spain, but this year we have been working in other countries. From the very beginning, we built the company with a global mindset because the data centers are by nature a global business. So our main projects are still based in Spain, but these years we have already been involved in Italy and Morocco. For us, it's just about geography. It's about building long-term partnership and bringing our expertise wherever it can really make a difference. We see a lot of potential in Southern Europe and the Mediterranean region, where the market is evolving fast and looking for a specialized partner with real technical depth. We want to keep expanding internationally and always in a way that allows us to stay close to our projects and make sure every one of them reflects our philosophy, that is from concept to operation.
Okay, and maybe just to you sort of in finishing up, it'd be good to understand. I mean, you've explained obviously a lot about the company and your philosophy, but how do you believe you're making a difference in the data center sector, and how would you like to see your sort of impact develop over time?
I think that our biggest impact is helping the industry work in a more connected and collaborative way. We bring together disciplines that usually work apart, architecture, engineering, operation, and make them part of the same conversation. For us, the goal is to build a culture of connection where everyone involved in the project shares the same purpose, that is designing data centers that perform better and last longer and serve people, not just machines. As a company, we don't see ourselves as just designer or consultants. We want to be a true partner for our clients, someone that they can rely on at any stage of the projects, whether it's design, construction, operation, and maintenance. And that's why our approach goes beyond technical solution. It's about understanding how people use these spaces, how teams work inside them, and how design can make their job easier and safer. Yes, it's the way people and system work together that really makes a difference. So our long-term vision is simple: keep creating data centers that are efficient and resilient, but also more human, where design support people as much as it support the technology.
Excellent. And maybe just finally, we're talking over the week before DCW Spain is taking place. I'm assuming you'll be there. Did you have I don't know, what presence do you have? Are you making a presentation? Do you have a stand there? Just I suppose what you're doing there and how important you think the event is for the Spanish and wider Iberian Peninsula data center sector.
Mhm. Yes, we will part of the Madrid Tech Show at the data center walls, as you say, and it's a really special moment for us because actually our second is our second year as an exhibitors at the event, and this year we are proud to be the engineering sponsor of the data center of the future. That is a full-scale concept space that we have designed and built together with several key manufacturers. So the idea is to showcase innovation across all areas of infrastructure, from power and cooling to structure and operation. And to show how collaboration between companies can create better, smarter, and more efficient data center is our philosophy. I will also be giving a talk at the Next Gen Data Center Theater. As I told you before, as an architect, I want to bring a different angle, a talk that doesn't focus on machines or energy, which are of course essential, but on people. And it's called "What if design for people could prevent 17% of 70% of data center failures?" It's all about how design can help reduce human error, improve reliability, and make daily operations safer and easier. And regarding Spain DC, we're really proud to be a partner of the Spanish Data Center Association. Spain DC is doing an incredible job representing and strengthening our industry in Spain, helping to create dialogue between companies, institutions, and society. As a partner, we collaborate with the Spain DC to help make this industry more visible, more respected, and better understood, because there's still a lot of misinformation out there. And we are proud to be part of that effort and help show that Spain is already one of the most dynamic and exciting data center hubs in Europe.
Okay, I mean, it's been great to chat to you, and thank you so much for sharing so many great insights about what the work you're doing, thoughts about the data center industry, and then innovative approach you're bringing to it. So, Maria, really appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Phil. Bye.